Okay, let's begin our gist. We're talking about aging sperm, right? Aging sperm. Let's look at the relationship. 10 p.m. is for those who are missing the live stream, right? So they can always catch up on YouTube Live. So it's not that we're going to remain awake till then. Thank you for the concern. Thank you very much. Right. So so we're talking about aging sperm and pregnancy, right? There's always been this should I call it a myth, or more likely you hear anytime in the discussion of fertility, you hear people say women have biological clock, women are aging and stuff like that. So the first thing I think we should look at is the myth. Yeah, I think it's actually a myth. The myth that only women age in fertility. It's a myth. Because anytime you hear that discussion, age is almost always directed at women, right? I was in that box when I didn't have knowledge, because that's what I was told. But now I know better. We'll tell women your biological clock is ticking, right? And of course it is ticking. So it's not a consolation. It's actually ticking, right? But the truth is that many people are actually not told that men also have biological clock, right? Men also have biological clock. The background sound, is it too high or is just okay? Confirm to me. Confirm to me that the background sound is low. It's not obscuring my voice, right? If it is not, we'll continue. All right, so I was saying that men also have biological clock, right? However, it is far slower than that of women. It is less obvious. You almost would never know, right? But again, it's real. It's real. It's there. Because a man can produce sperm into older age, right? Remember that men produce sperm per second, and that can continue into their older age. But that does not mean that those sperm are the same in quality as they were when they were much younger. You see the difference? Just like a factory that has the pioneer employees. If those guys will be there for the next 30 years, their productivity will decline. Because it will not be a smart thing to keep that category of people for the next 30 years, unless you are doing something different, right? So the same thing happens, right? Sperm is produced per second. Every second sperm is produced. However, as age counts, right, the quality begins to depreciate, right? So in reproductive medicine, we now understand that aging can affect sperm in a subtle way, but also important ways. And these changes they can influence the pregnancy outcomes. They can. The pregnancy, the quality will affect pregnancy outcomes. Please, let's tap on our screen. Right? So now somebody asked a question. Can men really father children at any age? That's a very interesting question. Right? Yeah. And everybody wants to know, can men really father children at any age? Well, technically, the answer will be yes. Right? Technically, the answer is yes. Unlike women, women are born with definite number of eggs, like we've said many times already, anywhere from 1 to 2 million eggs, right? But men produce sperm continuously throughout their life. So you can see the difference between the female reproductive system and the male reproductive system. So men produce sperm per second. Women were born with all the eggs they will ever have. Right? So that difference is what continues into what biological clock is, how fast it will decline. Right? But again, remember that continuous production does not mean that the quality will not change. Right? The quality will change with age, because as men age, sperm production actually continues, but the efficiency and the integrity of that process will decline as men age. You see that? Yeah. So what changes? What changes? If we say there is going to be change, what changes as sperm age? What changes? You see, age does not usually cause a sudden drop in sperm count. No. You can still have adequate sperm count as you grow older. But what happens is it causes gradual, the changes are gradual and are layered, which is part of the things we're going to be talking about in a few minutes. Right? So let's keep on tapping on our screen, share the live, then we'll begin to deal with the layers of change that can happen. The first thing that can happen, the first change that begins to happen, right? DNA damage increases. Really? Yes. We've talked about that in passing in many of those episodes. But DNA damage increases. And now this is the most important change. Because what is sperm without DNA? That is zero sperm, right? It's very important. Each sperm that are produced, the DNA must be copied and packaged in a precise way. Right? So it's not enough for sperm to be produced. The sperm that is produced is a package of DNA, and it must be a precise quality packaging. That's why when we're talking about smoking and alcohol, we looked at what smoking would do to the packaging of DNA, right? So because of that, as time progresses, right, the error in that copying accumulates. Yes, error occurs. Older men are more likely to have DNA fragmentation, that is breaks in genetic material, right? Just like you are packaging biscuits, right? Sometimes you notice that some are not whole, some are broken, some are half, right? And you begin to wonder, there's supposed to be a quality assurance or quality control officer in that place. what happened? He's aged. So the same thing happens as men age too, right? So as men age, right, older men are more likely to have DNA fragmentation, right? Older men are more likely to have mutation in their sperm DNA. Thank you very much. Favorite is here. Hello, Favorite. How are you today? Good to see you. Right? So older men can have a change in DNA. That is what that's what DNA mutation is. And also they will have reduced genetic stability. Why? As they grow older. And these changes, fragmentation, mutation, and genetic instability would cause fertilization failure, unsuccessful fertilization. Why? Because if a poor quality sperm approaches an egg, it either would not be able to fertilize properly, or even when it fertilizes, it will be deleted. Right? Surprise? Surprise? Yes, that happens. So it can cause fertilization failure. Lady G is here. Good to see you, Lady G. You're welcome. Right? So even if fertilization indeed takes place, most of the time, fertilization will not take place. That is why older men find it takes a longer time before their wife gets pregnant. So men that are saying they don't want to marry now, Oga, marry now. Right? Please marry now. I've always said it over and over again. Pregnancy outcome will be affected. You that used to be young, even when you were a teenager, you were doing those backyard business. You say, I just one time you do, and pregnancy come, and you're trying to run away from the responsibility. Now you're older. You don't knock. 1 year don't pass, 2 years don't pass, 3 years don't pass. Pregnancy no come. Nothing is wrong with you. It's age that is affecting you. Is that okay? It's age. Why? Because of the things I said. Right? I talked about DNA fragmentation, mutation, and reduced genetic stability. All this will lead to fertilization failure. It will affect embryo development. It will also affect pregnancy outcome. So older people takes longer time before they're able to impregnate anybody. I hope that is clear. So most times the sperm count may be okay, but they'll keep trying. They still have to keep trying. Right? So that is the first thing. The first thing that happens with age to sperm is DNA damage increases. Right? DNA damage increases. The second thing is there will be reduced motility. Remember what you said about motility? If you missed the gist, you can go to the YouTube and check it out. Motility is the ability for sperm to move. Because as men age, the sperm may lose the efficiency in movement. Right? When you are much younger, even when you thought that you have done a withdrawal, pregnancy still happen. Right? Why? Because the sperm can run and move and survive. Right? But as you grow older, no matter how penetrative you are, it's to take longer time. Why? Because the efficiency of movement of sperm has reduced. The reason is because Remember the part of the sperm that gives energy to run, right? That part, the energy is not efficient anymore. And of course, there is the oxidative stress we'll talk about the other time. Yes, it does affect sperm. The sperm may still be present in large numbers, but just fewer of them move effectively. So when you look at sperm motility, you look at progressives and non-progressive. Some people have very few progressive. Ask the person, how old are you? How old are you? You begin to notice how age is related to that. Now, if the person is young and there's motility issue, of course, smoking, alcohol, toxin, and all those kind of things. But when the person is older, even when they are not into all those habits, you can still have fewer progressive sperm, right? That is the second thing that sperm that age will do to sperm, right? The third thing is there will be subtle change, right, in morphology. In other words, the way the sperm looks. It's not, you don't be like say monkey hand, don't they resemble human being hand, right? So the structure may become less optimal over time. As men age, the sperm structure will not be like it used to be, right? And now these changes are often mild. It's not something dramatic, right? It's not something dramatic, but can affect the efficiency. Thank you guys for the likes, for the shares. I appreciate you. Right? The next thing is hormonal shift. Hormonal shift. What does that mean? Of course, men have hormone too, right? Testosterone, the chief of the hormones in men, right? Now, what happens to testosterone? Testosterone, as men grow older, the levels gradually decline with age, right? And now, of course, that decline of testosterone with age, sometimes it is referred to as andropause, right? Remember, you want to say, menopause. Opposite of menopause is what? Andropause, right? So, yes, it does happen. Testosterone level is crashing. That is why when you were much younger and you got married, your husband want to knock every day, right? Now you are older, even 1 month has passed, it doesn't seem interested in knocking. Why? What happened? That is what happened. Testosterone level is declining gradually. Andropause is setting in, right? And that lower testosterone levels also can lead to reduced sperm production, right? Yeah, knocking ability declines. Yes. So now that you are young, there's nothing like I don't tire, because the time will come when you are not tired, we'll see. I'm telling you. Because lower testosterone levels decrease libido. The wanting to knock is no longer there, right? It's no longer there. And also sexual performance. Somebody that can go for 2 hours before, He has become a member of our association, 2 minutes men, right? Why? That is what happens. There's a decline in performance also. That is what testosterone does. That's what testosterone does. So hormonal changes occur with age, right? And I always like giving the example of all those runs people that will say their sugar daddy more loving and they are not interested in knack. This is the reason why. It's not that they are not interested. Their testosterone level is down. So they would rather leave you there to enjoy your life than they go and face other important things. But when you face younger person with enough testosterone or more, leave you for where? Nowhere. All right. So one of the key drivers of aging sperm. See how I go turn you. I know, right? You go there, your vision will blow first. Right. So I was going to say that one of the key drivers of aging sperm is oxidative stress. Oxidative stress. As men age, yeah, the body's ability to neutralize those harmful molecules, we call them free radicals. The body's ability to take out those free radicals declines. That housekeeping job that used to be very efficient before is no longer as efficient. So what happens? This will now lead to damage to sperm membrane, damage to sperm DNA, and reduce sperm function. Yeah. You see, we talk about lifestyle factors like smoking, alcohol, poor diet, and stress. All that plus aging will affect performance or quality of sperm eventually. Yeah, all that will happen to sperm, and that is the possible things that can happen to sperm. Is that clear? Right. So now I said all these that can happen with age and sperm and all that. How do we relate that to pregnancy? Because the whole goal is make pregnancy happen, right? So I'm advising men. You that is saying that you don't want to marry now, bro. Marry now. No time. Marry now. So that you will not now be going from pillar to post, doctor to doctor looking for solution, and they will tell you say there's no problem. But yet why am I not pregnant? So when sperm age, what does it imply with respect to pregnancy? What does it imply? Now what it implies is very simple. A few things. The first thing is it implies longer time to becoming pregnant. That is the implication. The implication is it takes longer time to conceive. Is that Bloomville? Bloomville is here. Studies have shown that couples with older male, where the man is older, may take longer time for them to conceive. They will conceive. It's not that they will not conceive, but it will take longer time because of all these things I've mentioned. Right? Even when the sperm count appears normal, sperm count is normal. They can do 1 million tests, the sperm count is normal. But what is reducing the fertilization is the is reduced efficiency of the sperm. And that reduced efficiency will delay fertilization. You see what's going on? Reduced efficiency of sperm will delay fertilization. So when the man is older, even when the man say the woman is 26 years old, the man is 40 or 50 something, right? She will be pregnant, but it will take some time. It will take some time, right? It will take some time because of age. Age. There's something called andropause too, right? All right. The other thing is the increased risk of miscarriage. There is increased risk of miscarriage when the man is older. Why? Because older men, their sperm have high levels of sperm DNA damage. Remember, anything that affects the DNA of sperm will lead to early pregnancy loss, fertilization failure, even implantation failure, right? And that will mean that even if conception occurs, the pregnancy will not progress. Just recently, last week, I think I concluded that case today. An older female, right? Of course, usually men, they senior their wives the majority of the time, right? Yeah, majority of the time, because women prefer older men, right? And that is biological. Now, an older female, I think she should be in her 40s, or 45 or so, older. She's close to a grandma, actually. So she came in pregnant, right? Tested positive for pregnancy. And of course, normally you do the first scan to confirm pregnancy location. And so when I did the examination, I saw that, yes, she was pregnant, but it was not going to progress. What we call molar pregnancy, right? Something is there, but it's not pregnancy. We call it mole, right? And she was asking me, what could cause that? I said, it's very simple. First of all, your partner is old, you are old, poor quality sperm, poor quality egg is more of a chromosomal problem, chromosomal error. Now, fertilization took place, but because of poor chromosome, poor DNA, something is forming, but that thing is not pregnancy. So that was the issue. That was bad news, but good news in a way for her. But she didn't want it in the first place. So well, she's fine. She's fine now. Right. So, guys, I know you don't want to have kids now, but I advise you, the time is now. Knock now and have kids. Stop running away from responsibilities. All right. So the number 3 thing that this aging sperm will do with respect to pregnancy, let's look at the effects of that on the baby. Aging sperm, how is it linked to babies? The research has been done. There are research that have associated the age of fathers, right? they've said that the age of fathers slightly increase the risk of some conditions in children that are born. Have you seen those children? Some children with genetic problems, they were born that way, right? And the problem that can occur is because of the gene or genetic mutation, right? And now that therefore leads to developmental disorders. Developmental disorders. But it's not something that occurs every time, but it happens. So when is the best time to start having children as a man? Early. Don't wait. Early. 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 The earlier the better for all of us, right? so so when does male age start to matter? When it comes to age of a man, when does it start to matter? Remember we said all those things about women, right? How that from 30 in women, fertility begins to decline, 35 it gets worse, and even continue declining until menopause. But for men, when does male age start to matter? Unfortunately, there is no exact cutoff point like we can say in women, right? But what is known already that changes begin subtly, right? He said cheating. It's not cheating. Women don't produce women don't produce eggs every time. Men produce sperm per second. So you will not compare that kind of situation. Right? But we know from research that has been done, right? That subtle change begins from 35. It is not obvious, it's not remarkable, but something is going on. It becomes even more noticeable from 40. Why? Because that is the age where there is increased risk of miscarriage and fertilization failure because of the DNA issues that comes with age, right? So you are trying to conceive from your 40 and above, you have to know the implication of what you are doing. The risk continues to increase gradually as you climb the age ladder. But it's not a sharp, remarkable change, but just subtle change, right? But it's easier to have an older man, right, and a younger female succeed, have a higher success than older man and older woman. You see where the problem is? Yes. That is not possible, pretty fits. That is not possible. So I want to know why that's what is happening with you. So all what is happening with men is subtle, is not something that is sharp, but is there. Right? Crystal, I bet you gotta be careful what you wish for. You have to be careful what you wish for. Because the normal human being was designed to give birth to one at a time. Now you want to give birth like rats would do. Pretty fit. If you have seen your doctor, by now they would have done hormonal tests, right? To check what is going on, right? And maybe in some other cases, do some other investigations to be sure what is confusing the pathway. You want twins next? All right. All the people that want twins, all of you that want twins, are you ready to collect twins like this? Are you ready to collect twins like this? I'm in the spirit of giving twins tonight, right? Oh boy, if you are ready to collect twins, I'm charging up. Where are they? Who is ready for these twins? I'm in the spirit of, thank you very much, Ashe Kumar. No, come. If you are already pregnant and you want to collect these twins I'm giving, problem go deal. So if you're already pregnant, shift one side. To those who are not yet pregnant that want twins, I'm talking to you. Junior Day, I see you. Listen, what did I say? If you're already pregnant, this twins business is not for you. Shift one side. I want to talk to those who have not conceived yet. You cannot be pregnant and add twins to it now. That's confusion. Those of you that want twins, this is your hour. Oh boy. But again, if I release the twins and you refuse to knock, it not go happen. No. You must knock with no good. Yes, tap on your screen first. Then we'll come back to the twins gist. Right, I'll come back to that twins gist. All right, let's go to the next thing. I'll come back to that twins gist. Now, if you are just joining, you're not following me, I don't know what you're waiting for. You've got to follow me. You will get it. But for now, tap on your screen. You've not gone to check yet. So we can just divide it into two from here, right? So now quickly, while we are still tapping on our screen, we'll come back to the twins gist shortly. While we're still tapping on our screen, you see, why is it that aging in men is less obvious? If I want you will notice that as man and woman grow, the woman grows older, the man grows younger first, then he grows older later, right? So why is aging in men less obvious? There are two main reasons. All of you are interested in twins, calm down. I'm going to get there. Calm down. But let's talk about the two main reasons why aging in men is not so obvious. Number one reason. Number one reason is continuous production. Men produce sperm continuously. New sperm are being produced continuously. So even at older age, sperm are still being made. Remember, how many sperm per second did we say men produce? If you are in the live stream, you should know by now. So that's the first thing. There's a continuous sperm production. The second reason why aging is not so conspicuous in men is that there's a lack of clear symptoms like there is in women, right? You know, when women arrive menopause, they know they are there. Symptoms, right? Menopause in women, there's no single event for men, but there's a single event in women. Why? Because first of all, cessation cessation of menstruation is the first singular event. That is what menopause is. Then post-menopause, it comes with all his brothers, sisters, cousins to trouble you. But in men, it happens gradually. It happens gradually, right? And it's often gone unnoticed. So that is why it's really not conspicuous. The aging in men is not conspicuous, right? Now, there are several important points that are often overlooked, right? One of which is every new sperm cell requires the DNA to be splitting, right? So year over year over year, the number of cycle for that dividing of DNA will raise the chance of error. Remember, we talk about the factory that you have one particular staff working for 30 years, his efficiency will drop. One thing for the next 30 years in that company, his efficiency will drop. You've got to do something about it. All right. So the same thing happens with the testes and sperm production. Error begin to increase in DNA replication, right? Older fathers, look at the unfortunate thing. Older fathers pass more new mutation than younger fathers, right? And that's what has been studied to show that older men will contribute more. That is more new genetic change to their children than the younger men. That's why I said, when is it time for you to start having children as a man? Now, early. Start early. I know the hustle is real, but start early. Right? Start early. So that you'll give your children clean genetic material to work with. Right? Now, also, there is the part of lifestyle. Right? Please stop on the screen. When I started talking about twins, I just saw the number of people in the viewers. I went up like this. People like better thing. Now, a 35 years old man with poor lifestyle habits, right, may have sperm quality that is similar to an older individual. Young man, but his habits, lifestyle is bad. So he's going to be experiencing poor quality sperm like an older man is experiencing, even though the older man is healthy. But remember, age comes with decreased sperm quality. But why do you destroy your own in early age with bad habits? Cigar smoking, alcohol, stress, not adequate sleep, and so on, and heat production and all that, right? So that is an issue. So it's possible lifestyle habits will make you produce an aged sperm, right? When it comes to age, right? Age itself, how old you are as a man, cannot be reversed. But the thing, but the effects of that age can be influenced. The effect of that age on your sperm can be influenced, because since we have sperm production that is ongoing, All you just need to do is to improve the overall health of that individual, right? So even if you are older, make sure you are healthy and you support a good lifestyle. Quality sperm can be produced. Yeah. So what strategy can you use? Very simple. Maintain a healthy body weight. Cut down weight if it's too much. Avoid smoking. Right. If it's alcohol that is a problem, cut down alcohol or stop it altogether. Manage your stress. Consume vegetables, fruits that are rich in antioxidants. All these steps put together will will keep you healthy and also help you produce rich, quality, healthy sperm. And that also gives you a better chance when you want to go for assisted reproductive technology like IVF, right? So it's key. It's key, right? So, but again, understand one important thing. What we've been talking about since fertility is not all about the presence of sperm. It's about the genetic quality. Sperm can be present, but the genetic quality is poor. It's also about the functional ability. Functional ability is also about time, whether time with respect to age or time with respect to when you are knacking. Right? And again, more importantly, remember that when sperm are released, ejaculated, it has to interact with the female reproductive system. So that is another factor that can also determine what happens with fertility. Right? So age influences all the factors we've mentioned, even when it does not dramatically reduce the sperm count. Sperm count can be normal, but age will affect the quality, and quality will reduce the chances of conception. So if you are an older couple, you are still trying to conceive, don't worry, keep trying. Keep trying, right? Keep trying. All right, make sure you are tapping on your screen. Tap on your screen. All right. Tap on your screen. And give other people opportunity to learn. People are being blessed. Make no mistakes about it. But I usually don't emphasize on tapping because I'm just enjoying myself, right? So if you don't tap, you are a gatekeeper, right? But if you miss anything, go to YouTube. And by the way, from tomorrow 10 p.m., go to YouTube. I think anywhere from 10 to 11, you'll see me live there, right? So you can go in the comment section, ask question or whatever you want to do. I will be there to respond to you. Is that okay? So before I take one or two questions, because remember my live stream cannot be long for obvious reasons, right? so these are the issues. A man's ability to produce sperm may last for decades, and that is a fact. That is a fact. The mercy of God is here. I see. Right? Let me see how many people we have here. If you're just joining, you're welcome. I see Christy LaBelle, Lady G is here, Chrissy, Ashe Kuma is here. Stubborn. Good to see you. Long time. Been a long time. Amaka Eukaria. Lovely Ife Chuku is here. Good to see you. Mercy of God is here, and those watching us from the IFYP. So good. But if you are not following me, you want to follow me now. Auntie Mary, good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I was saying that a man's ability to produce sperm may last for decades, right? That's why that your old grandpa in the village, one of the things they still tease him with, he say, okay, they want to marry new wife for him, right? Yes, because it's still possible. You can still marry new wife for him, and he can still have children, right? But even though sperm production can go on for decades, one thing is certain: the quality of the sperm, efficiency of the sperm, the DNA integrity of those sperm will evolve with age. It will evolve with age, right? So, what happens to reproduction? The It takes longer time for conception to happen. It will happen, but it will take longer time. Libido will crash, right? But long story short, everything about male reproduction is about healthy lifestyle. It's about timing, right, and the right conditions. And we've talked about all these in the past few days, right? So, any man who will do all these things, whether you're old or young, you will always produce results. All right. All right. So, if you have a question, you want to come up and ask your question. Come up and ask you. Let's give some time for people to ask their question, right? You're just joining, make sure you're following me.